Let's answer these questions. At what cost do you want to continue being a pussy? Do you know how many good situations you lost in your life because of being a pussy? Maybe you are sitting now and you keep blaming yourself for why this is happening to you. But the good news is that this problem is treatable. You can still say yes to situations in your life without fear and embrace them. In this video, you will learn how to avoid being a pussy. In a part of the video, we examine some of David Goggins' interviews that help you face your fears, and this can really help. Hit the like button and let's go! Before starting, let me tell you a fact. Almost all people are afraid of 80% of situations in their life. Situations such as going to university, entering into a romantic relationship, changing jobs, changing cities and places of residence. And you know what happens next? They can never get out of their comfort zone and eventually they will fall down. The importance of facing your fear is as important as your whole life. One of the reasons why you're afraid of something is because you don't have a proper understanding of it and you have never experienced it. For example, today you decide to choose someone for a romantic relationship and thoughts and fantasies come to you from today. Do you keep thinking about what will happen if this relationship is not successful? Can they betray me? Can we not get married? And you're so afraid that you can never even know your opposite sex correctly. Do you know the solution to this problem? I say, experiencing what you fear. Experiencing can show you the gaps and reduce the bigness of the problem. When I decided to move to another city and start a life away from my family, I was very anxious. I kept thinking what would happen if I couldn't communicate with the people of that city? What happens if I can't learn the streets of that city properly? All these thoughts were in my head. But I am a risk taker and I decided to close my eyes and just go into the heart of all these thoughts. And do you know what happened? I'm still here, even stronger than before. Because human beings get used to any situation and new conditions can make them grow. I left and didn't look back, and now part of my life is an alone person in a new city who is looking for his own growth. Yes, you may lose things by facing your fears, but you will gain more useful things in return. Experience and don't be afraid. The human brain is designed for survival. Even in the worst conditions, you will survive and grow. Don't be afraid and go ahead, but take your steps wisely. I would like to analyze an interview with David Goggins about facing your fears. First of all, I want to apologize. I have to put the parts of this interview in a short form and analyze them because of the copyright laws. Thank you for being with us. Let's go.
In that dark room is who you are. But in that dark room is where you have to create another human being that walks out of that dark room.
The dark room is exactly the place of your fears that you faced, and now you have to try to create new conditions. If you don't look for a way to change the situation, you will be stuck in this darkness.
With that voice that a lot of us like to run away from, we all have it. We all have that voice that say, hey man, you know, you're kind of wimping out right now. You're kind of being a little punk right now.
The voice in your head is the one with which you can both grow and destroy yourself, and according to Goggins, it is okay to lie to it sometimes.
It's okay to tell these little white lies to ourselves. So we first have to face the real you. The real me is David Goggins. The real me is the guy looking at you right now.
I must tell you that this is a law, that if you are afraid of something and decide to do it, the problem will be solved easily.
I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid that here in a second, I'm gonna start fucking stammering and stuttering and the whole world is gonna know that I have all these issues.
You have watched the important parts of this interview that were related to our video today. I will put the full link of this video in the description so that you can use it in full. We are not allowed to use other people's content too much. Thank you for your understanding, and we must reach a conclusion. We all fear, but what makes us grow is facing fear. Try to first understand what you are afraid of so that you can overcome it more easily. Being a pussy can remove you from the game of life. Take it seriously. If you think this video helps you, make us happy by supporting it. Don't forget to leave us a comment and like the video. Until the next video, stay strong and energetic, my friends. Have a good time.